So the Mediterranean region has always been a peripheral region in the sphere of Chinese foreign policy. In the last few years, the situation is changing. China is becoming more and more present and connected with this region. And so the way how China approaches the region is moving from a strict approach to the principle of interference that has been historically connoted the Chinese interaction with this region to a more proactive policy. In terms of security, the spread of radical Islam is becoming more and more connected with the independence movement in Xinjiang, the internal Chinese region, and these represent a direct threat to Chinese internal security. The Chinese government is trying to cut the connection between the terrorist group in Xinjiang and their counterparts abroad, and so wants to bring instability in the region in order to solve and address this problem. The second element is energy security. China, 50% of Chinese oil comes from Middle East, and in particular from the Gulf region. So China wants to safeguard its energy supplies and needs to, project positive relationship with the countries, the oil producers, and also guarantee and safeguard the investment in the energy sector and the Chinese nationals involved in this field in the Middle East. Last but not least, trade. The Mediterranean is one of the most important growing market for Chinese exports. You think about the recent investment, Chinese investment, FDI in Italy, in Greece, the Piraeus, and in all the Middle Eastern countries. But the instability, the spread of instability in the region is jeopardizing the potential of this market for Chinese exports. For all this region, China needs to implement a new strategy that goes beyond the traditional principle of interference. So what is China doing? China is maintaining the philosophical approach of the principle of non-interference and combining it with intervention. How? By reinforcing the relationship on security with the countries in the region, in particular with counter-terrorism cooperation, and is slowly developing light military footholds in the region. The recent opening of the naval base in Djibouti being one of the best examples of this kind. So what is the strategic horizon of China for the Mediterranean region? First of all is avoiding the presence of an hegemonic power, and at the same time China is trying to move independently and trying to expand the relationship with the countries on a bilateral basis. The new project of the One Belt, One Road that has been launched by President Xi Jinping in the end of 2013, to a certain extent puts together all these elements and is trying to propose a new, inclusive and flexible platform that involves all the countries of the Eurasia in order to create such an area of common prosperity.
Enrico Fardella for the Institute of International Affairs. Thank you very much.